Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I haven't filmed a video in about 4 weeks now, only because I've been really busy with work. I couldn't find time to like sit down and film a video for you guys, and I'm in kind of like in a new filming area. This is one of the spare bedrooms that we have in our house. So tonight I wanted to film a video. I wanted to pretty much show you guys my favorite products that I've been loving lately. There's a ton of stuff in here, so I don't want to like ramble on too much. But before we get started, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and also click that bell button so you guys can get notified every time I upload a new video. Let's go ahead and get started. These are pretty much just kind of like all beauty related items. I don't have anything that has anything to do with skincare or anything like that. So I guess the first things that I'm gonna talk about are items that I've like quickly become my favorite to like collect. I've really been into lashes lately. I actually ordered a bunch of lashes from AllieExpress. If you guys don't know what that website is, it's pretty much kind of like an eBay, but it's like mainly based in China. Shipping takes about 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes an entire month to come to you, but it's literally worth it. The one that I'm wearing right now, it's really wispy and I really like it. This one is in the style E1. If I could remember the seller's name, I will definitely link it down below for you guys, but this is in the style E1. Like I said, it's just really wispy and more kind of natural, but I really like this a lot. If I want something more like glam, I really like these ones right here. This one is in the style number 36, which, you know, obviously is a little bit more fuller. Really nice and full. A pair of lashes like this would cost you around $8 to maybe $10. This one I think was like $1.40, $1.50 the most. This one is in the style R09. These ones are also very dramatic. This one is in the style E6. So again, this is obviously a little bit more dramatic. Kind of like the ones that I'm wearing, but these are more natural, I feel like. The last one is this one by Magical Angel, I think. These are a lot more dramatic. Not your typical eyelashes. Like, I know a lot of people probably wouldn't go for this, but when you put this on your eyes, it's really pretty. Actually, it's not like that bad when you put it on. This is really good for like cosplay, if that's is that what they call it, like where you kind of dress up like animes or something. But yeah, I feel like this is really good for that. So you get 5 pairs of eyelashes and I really like them. They're super dramatic also, so it's perfect for like going out. Moving on to actual like beauty products, I guess I'm gonna start off with my foundation first. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Golden Beige. I really do like this foundation. It keeps me matte and I love the coverage of it. It's also cruelty free, and which, you know, is a bonus. I love products that are cruelty free and that don't test on animals. I always get a lot of compliments when I wear this out. I honestly feel like I'm wearing something high-end on my face when really it only costed me like no more than $6. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I really like this a lot to set my under eyes. It really just kind of keeps everything in place and it just looks very smooth and it really brightens my under eye. So, and I really like how finely milled this powder is. I don't want this to like fall everywhere. Oh, can y'all see that? Yeah, it's like just like super finely milled, and I like applying this with a damp sponge. I know a lot of people talk about the Laura Mercier and I know how much hype this product gets, so I wanted to test it out, try it out and see if I like it, and I really do like it. I feel like this goes a long way. You really don't need a lot to set your under eyes. At least I don't really bake underneath my eyes. I just kind of pat some powder underneath my eyes and dust it away, because I don't like, my under eyes already are dry as it is, so I don't like to keep the powder there for too long. The next item here is a setting powder. This is the LA Girl Pro Face powder, and I am in the shade Nude Beige. I really like the finish of this powder. I feel like it has a pretty full coverage to it. However, I noticed that with other foundations, this powder doesn't work well with it. I feel like it just kind of gets too cakey and it starts to bunch up like around my nose area, if that makes any sense. For example, I used this one with the L'Oreal True Blend foundation the other day, and I did not like the finish of that foundation with this powder. It just looked super dry. Moving on to primer. I should have actually started with this. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and this primer is kind of like a moisturizer and a primer in one. It's really hydrating, and I know I have oily combination skin, but I actually really like using this to prime my face before applying my foundation. I feel like it works really well under a lot of foundations, and it actually doesn't like move my makeup around throughout the day. I feel like this sits really well on my skin. It doesn't have like a strong scent. It actually has a pretty nice mild fresh scent to it. I just wanted to kind of try it out, test it out, and see if I like it, and I actually really like it a lot, so I think I'm gonna commit to buying the full size of this one. Moving on to concealers, I have two concealers. The first one is the Benefit Boing Industrial Strength Concealer. Now, I use this concealer to pretty much carve my eyebrows to make it look clean after filling them in, but I also use this to spot conceal like any redness that I have on my face. I do have a lot of like acne scars on my face, so sometimes before applying my foundation, I do like to spot conceal all around my face to make sure that, you know, I get the coverage that I want. But also on days where I feel like I just want to wear more natural makeup, I do go in with this first to conceal underneath my eyes, because I do have dark circles. It's in the shade Light, or I guess number 2. It doesn't have the actual name shade on it, but it says number 2 at the back, so I'm not sure if this is the light medium shade. I can be wrong. The Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. I am in the shade Light Vanilla. This one actually works pretty well underneath my eyes. It's just slightly darker than what I wanted, because I really like a light, you know, under eye, because I do suffer from dark circles. I like it. It's very hydrating. If you guys have dry under eyes and you've tried the Tarte Shade Tape or the e.l.f. concealer and it looks too dry underneath, I highly recommend this one. This one is a little bit more hydrating underneath the eyes, and it does have a really nice coverage to it. So the next item is this is a mascara that I got from the Shop Miss A. This was only $1. Now, this mascara I just use mainly for my lower lashes, because it has a really small wand, as you can see. One actually is not bad. It actually coats my lower lashes pretty well, and yeah, it's pretty good for $1. I don't have a complaint about it whatsoever. So really like this a lot. If you guys are looking for a lower lash mascara, I highly recommend this one. Again, it's only $1. You can't beat that, and I mean, if it doesn't work out for you, you only spent $1, so yeah. Next thing is a setting spray. I'm actually already almost out of this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water. I use this to pretty much set my makeup. I like to spray this all over my face just to kind of set my makeup in place, make sure I'm not looking too powdery or anything like that, because it smells really good. If you guys like rose scented products, I definitely recommend this. So you don't really get a whole lot from it, but I guess for it having like a really fine mist, it lasts a pretty long time. But then again, this one was only $4, so I mean, it doesn't cost a lot, you don't get a lot, but I think it's really worth the $4 that you spent on this product. I'm gonna talk about 2 makeup products that I got from Shop Hush. Now right now, the Shop Hush, I can't say that. The Shop Hush website is down. I think it's because they sold out of every item on their website. So right now, I think they are coming out with new makeup products. I check it every single day to see if it's back up, but it's not. So once it's back up, I'll definitely let you guys know. Just check my description box below. But anyways, I have 2 products here. The first one is an eyeshadow palette. This is a 14 color eyeshadow palette. This palette right here is a dupe for the Modern Renaissance, no, not Modern Renaissance, the Anastasia Soft Glam, I think. I don't have that palette. These eyeshadows are super duper pigmented. I'm just gonna swatch a few shades for you guys. I'm gonna swatch On Point, I think it's how you pronounce it. It's this like champagne shade right here. So that's what it looks like. That's the swatch right there. You may not be able to see it on camera because it's really reflective. Bad Habit makes pretty good eyeshadows. I literally have the entire collection, the entire eyeshadow collection from Bad Habit, except one. No, like maybe a couple, not one. If you guys want me to do a video, let me know down below and I will do that for you and swatch all the palettes for you guys. The next shade that I'm gonna do is called Nutcracker, which is this shade right here, and that's it right there. So that's the shade right there. Now I only do one swipe of these eyeshadows. I'm gonna do a second swatch of that so you guys can see how pigmented these eyeshadows are. I'm gonna do Pirouette, which is this one right here. So that's another matte shade, and I feel like that's actually pretty pigmented. So that's Pirouette right there. I really do like this palette. It's a very nice everyday palette. I don't know if these are like limited edition, so if you didn't get your hands on them, I'm sorry that I'm even like sharing them to you, but I love this. It has become one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes to use on a day-to-day basis. This is a highlighting palette. It's the Rosé palette by Bad Habit. This one was a dupe for the Nicole Guerrero palette that she came out with Anastasia. This one has a really nice packaging to it. It's like matte, and I mean, you can tell they put a lot of thought into their palettes. And it has a really nice full-size mirror you can use for traveling, and this is what the palette looks like. So definitely a really close dupe to the Nicole Guerrero palette. My favorite shade out of like the entire palette is this one called Champagne. It's just like a really nice golden tone. This palette was only $10 on their website, on the Bad Habit website, which I thought was a steal. If you guys do want to see a comparison video, I'm going to link Manny MUA's video comparing this palette with that palette, and it's pretty much like close, like spot on dupe for that palette. Last but not least are lip products, my favorite part. This first one is, I picked this up. I was at Urban Outfitters one day and I saw this one. It's the Blossom Scented Lip Gloss, and I picked up the shade, or not the shade, but the scent Coconut, and I really like it. The packaging is so pretty. It has like actual flowers on the inside, and I like to apply this before I go to bed at night just to kind of moisturize my lips throughout the night before I go to bed, and I really like it. It smells really good. This one right here, it's the Water Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is a Korean brand that's only sold at CVS. This is by the brand Joa, I think is how you pronounce it. This is just like a really nice everyday nude shade. It has a, I can't tell, I think it has more of like a peachy undertone than a pink. It dries down really matte, which I really like, so that's what the product looks like. Next one is the Kylie Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Doja K, and this is my only liquid lipstick from Kylie. Got this from Ulta a couple weeks ago, and I just really wanted to see what the hype was about. I actually really like her brand. The only thing that I don't like about it is the scent. It has a really strong vanilla cake scent to it, and I'm not about that. I don't like scents that are like too strong and too sweet. It just kind of, it's so overwhelming. Sometimes it kind of gives me a headache. That's actually what I have on my lips right now. Is the Sephora cream lip stain. I love these lip stains. I have about, I think I have like 2 other ones in my collection. For a $14 liquid lipstick, this one is actually one of my favorites, if not probably my #1 favorite liquid lipstick line. Only because it's not that expensive, and 2, it stays put all day and it dries down to a matte finish like really quickly. This one is in the shade number 77. They don't have shade names to them, but that is what it looks like. The last item that I'm going to be talking about is the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is the, hold on, I have the box right here. The Gloss Bomb, the Universal Lip Luminizer lip gloss in the shade Fenty Glow. And this is probably my #1 favorite lip gloss out of my entire collection. I really like it. It has a really nice shine to it when you put it on top of your whatever lip product you have on, and I feel like it goes really well with a lot of lip colors. And it has like tiny gold flexes in there, so I think that's kind of what gives it that like super glossy look. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to share with you guys in this month's favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to be linking everything that I mentioned in this video down below, so if you guys missed it, just check my description box. Everything will be listed on there. Before you leave, don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my social media. Everything will be linked down below. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good day or good night wherever you guys are watching this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.